Hello, everybody. Hello, kids. This is Sakil Damini. Yesterday we had some issues, but I managed to record the whole um, lesson for you. Hopefully, it's been uploaded on YouTube. But I managed to redo it, everything. I recorded every single of it. Although today I want us to dwell much on it again and try to fill in our where we didn't fill in, like the subject related to each and every um, category of career that we were talking about yesterday. So yesterday we talked about six career categories, which included investigative, enterprising, realistic, artistic, conventionally, and socially. The interest and abilities related to each categories. So right now we'll be actually looking at the subject now related to each of these career categories. So we will be just moving around trying to find out what are we actually um, talking about when we talk about the career um, categories and the relation with the subjects that you are doing as in grade 8. So hopefully everybody is listening here because there will be some question that I will ask to you guys that you will need to answer before we just move forward. Firstly, this is just going to be an introspection question like what interests me? You can ask yourself what exactly that interests you, what are you good at, and what are you passionate about. If you can able to answer those questions yourself, then you can able to understand where you stand, where do you relate to on this career choices that your career categories that we've been talking about yesterday. And another thing that you can able to answer yourself to is that are you good to the subject that's the thing that you like to do in the world? What do you want to help in this country? What the country can benefit by having you in it. So as you are here in South Africa, here in this country, what the country can benefit from you as in workforce in the world of work. How can the country be helped by you? So in as a grade 8 learner, you take about 9 subjects, if I'm not mistaken, required subjects to learn more about yourself and the world. As you take these subjects in school, they're just preparing you to know about yourself, to understand yourself, to understand what are you capable of, your skills and everything, and how can you help in the world of work. So now, since we know that you are living in a very big world where people have different skills just to fit in the world, just to make the world go around and everything move. The cycle of life continues. So the cycle of life to continue, the people in it have to be have to have different skills, different type of skills to make it go around. We need people who know about electricity. We need people who know about water and everything. We need people who know about the nature and everything, so that the country can continue reproduce and for the future generation, everybody to still live in the world where we all are okay. We all still eating, living a very good life, still clean and everything. All these people who are alive, the doctors are working so hard to keep us alive. Right now, we have COVID-19, and the doctors are working tirelessly, the nurses tirelessly, trying to make sure that um, we are being treated and the research they see what exactly we can do to try to make sure that we are not actually um, infected by the COVID-19. So, firstly, I will ask you, grade 8, how many subjects you do at school? Do I have learners right here, right here? Learners, that silence. Do I have learners here?
Hi, yes, there are learners, but they're muted, so you'll have to, they will answer you in the chat.
All right, all right, all right, all
Yeah,
right.
we're not unmuting them.
or because they're gonna make case and stuff. Okay. All right. I think that I'll find an answer. I'll ask the question how many subjects to do. I think I'll wait for them to answer here. Where is everybody? Oh, I think they are here. Anybody got an answer for me? Grade 8? Grade 8? I don't see any text here. Nobody's answering this question. Yes, we are talking about grade 8, not grade 9. Grade 8. What do I do? What subject? How many subjects do you do at school? I want to know if you still remember that you are a learner. We haven't forgot that. Nobody's answering. Oh, they're doing 8 subjects. Now, yeah, is Tanisha is answering this question saying it's a subject. Um, can I get someone else who can give us just count this? Which one? Which is a subject that you're doing in school? I'm waiting for an answer. Grade 8. Give me the number of subject that you do, or you're just giving me the number. Say 8, and just give me exact. That's a subject itself now. How which one that you do? Somebody say 7 subjects. Somebody said 8, and somebody said 7. Hi, boo. I'm waiting for the one who can just give us the subject straight now. We know now. We say that 8, 7 to 8. Say somebody say 7 to 8. 7 to 8 subjects now. We should have an exact number. How many subjects do you do in grade 8? They can't. They can't vary between 7 and 8. We should have one number. You grade 8 doesn't know what subject, how many subjects they do, and which one. Okay, yeah, 8 subjects. Which one do you do? Tell me. To give me this answer. Just tell me which subject do you do? Maths, English, Afrikaans, SS, NS, EMS, LO, and CA. It might be different from to others. Maybe in terms of language, someone is not doing Afrikaans. Maybe they're doing isiZulu, Sepedi, Setswana, all the different languages we have in South Africa because people have that, the schools have that choices to choose on those languages if which are dominant in the community, which culture or which language is dominant in the community, then they choose that they would do in replacement of Africans or any other subjects. They will do isiZulu or maybe Sepedi, Setswana, Xhosa, and all other languages that we have in the 9 official languages in South Africa. We say we're doing CA, natural science, technology, uh, English, maths. Somebody said Afrikaans, or it also can be isiZulu, and life orientation and technology, which means we got somebody saying 9 subjects. They're still on that question, on the last question that we asked. Can we count them? We said somebody was counting them. I don't know if I lost the text here. Um, but as a grade 8 learner, you should have 9 subjects. As grade 8 actually learner should have 9 subjects, which counted as it can be CA, EMS, technology, natural science. Um, I said CA, technology, EMS, NS, LO, social science. Then there will be 2 languages. After that, there will be 2 languages. Can be Afrikaans and English or isiZulu and English because we all do English as it can happen that you do English as home language or you do English as a first additional language and you do your language as a home language. So All right. Moving on to the subjects that you do at school, all the subjects grade 8 that you do, they actually relate to specifically to a particular career category somewhere. They relate with those categories that we've been talking about yesterday, of which we're going to be looking at even now. So let's go straight to what we said, the characteristics of each of these describe our career. So we talked about the realistic yesterday. The realistic when we said that they like to work with animals, tools, or machines, generally avoid social activities like teaching and so on and so on. So which subject that relates to this? Subject that relates to this is it's technology, natural science, and mathematics. All the other subjects like language and LO, they always get into any of these categories. You should remember that in all these careers, LO is involved. LO is included in all the subjects. You should have the LO in all the subjects. Doesn't mean that, and also the languages, which English and so on. All the language also involved in these career categories. So, like here in realistic, like we said, in the realistic, these people like to work with animals, tools, machines. As much as these people will be working with animals and tools, but they will need to communicate with other people. So these people they will be good at school in technology, natural science, and mathematics. And also, they will do LO. They'll definitely be good in LO and also in languages because doesn't mean that even if you don't like to communicate with people and so on and so on, like they're saying here, these people don't like they avoid teaching, healing, and informing others. But at the same time, you might be working with those animals, working with those machines. You would definitely need to communicate with other people. So in communicating with other people, you will need to be good in languages, to understand languages. Right. Moving forward, here in if you can see those people, investigative. Again, in investigative, we said the less people like to study and solve math and science problems, generally avoid leading, selling, or persuading people. So as we saw, those people, they just like to study and solve a math problem. And like the people who are found here, they can be scientists and so on and so on. So these people are good in mathematics, they should be good in mathematics and natural science. So the reason why I'm saying like natural science and mathematics in this way is because in grade 8 you are still calling this subject natural science, but as you go on grade 10, when we are in FET, you are in grade 10, now we are choosing your exact path. You're choosing your exact path. You will then change the subject and now be being called the other names. Like natural science, maybe we're gonna have physical science and life science in grade 10. But right now in grade 8, we're just gonna separate them the way that we are using them at school right now because we said we have natural science, EMS, technology, all the other subjects, social science, and so on and so on. So we are saying here the investigative are people in these careers who in the world of work they are good or we can see them that they will be good in mathematics and natural science and or LO and so on and all other languages. Doesn't mean that if you are in school you have to fail other subjects here in grade 8. You will fail other subjects because you say I am good in at I want to be an investigative person or I'm good in math and natural science. Then I should fail the other subjects. No, it doesn't go like that. Because if you fail other subjects, you'll definitely fail in grade 8 because the required subject for you in grade 8 to pass are all these subjects that you are doing right now. So you definitely need to pass this subject to balance them and so that you can move to grade 9 and also in grade 9 also doing the same subjects and balance them until you go to grade 10 where you're going to choose the exact path. So right now we're just going to have to do all these subjects and pass all the subjects. But we just have to know which one you think you are good at. Because we know that as soon as you reach grade 9, because in grade 8 you are doing all the subjects, and also in grade 9. In grade 9, you are able to go, when you pass grade 9, you can able to go to a college. You don't need to go to grade 12 to go to a college. Once you have your grade 9 passed very well, you can go to college where you are doing your N1, N1, whatever that you're doing. And then you can but you are choosing you are specifically on your skills that you like to that's why it's very important from grade 8 you start to take serious of what you like. You start to notice yourself. Move forward. Here we have an artistic people. People are artistic, like we said yesterday. Like these people they like creative work. They like art, dance, music, writing, journal, avoid highly ordered, repetitive activities. Firstly, um, these people be good in creative art or art and culture. So you see, these people are good in creative arts and culture, and social science at the same time, because these people need to understand the social of the world, need to understand the world that they are involved in, the world that they are living in. They need to understand it. If they understand the world that they're living in, then they can able to create imagination or to create this art that they are good in, the craft. They can create anything now because now they understand the world that they're living in. So they can able to create
Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. Our teacher's having some technical difficulties. He will be back shortly. I just disabled the chats until he's back again.